You know, this show is so fucking popular, and I tell MCs, comics who listen to it, and I'm like, yeah, just say I'm on your mom's house when they bring me up.
Yeah.
And they'll always fuck it up, like your mama's house.
Oh, yeah. We get that.
Or Big House, your mom, Big Mama 2. Starring Martin Lawrence.
I've had people bring me up that way, too. They're like, or even like introduction on a press thing. They'll be like, and you've seen his... a very popular podcast, Your Mama's Place.
Yeah.
It's your Mama's Place.
Well, now I used to threaten my MCs. You have to say your mom's house. If you say some variant of it, our fans are so diehard. They will fucking hate you.
Totally.
And murder you. Do not fuck this up. And oh, okay.
Also, how lazy they are.
So lazy.
They don't know that that's the whole job.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to bomb anyway when you're an MC, so don't bother with that.
Yeah.
With going over your notes.
Yeah.
Just memorize that shit.
Say the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking cunt.
I remember I was MCing in Ontario one time, and I was introducing David Allen Greer, and I almost said Tommy Davidson. Like, it was halfway out my mouth.
And you're like,
which I would have been like just so fucking humiliated. It's only half racist. They were both on In Living Color.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He would have got you good.
Shouts out to both of them. I love them. It's my own stupidity and nervousness.
Yeah.
I remember, I think I've told the story before, but it still haunts me because there's nothing like the trauma of not knowing what to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hosting at the Melrose Improv on a showcase night.
Yeah.
That's how Melrose is like showcase shows. So, every time you get off, you're like, who's next? And and then you go back. And I had riffed a minute in between, and then it was time, and I was like, give it up, your next comedian. And I remembered his last name, and I couldn't remember his first name, so I just said Mr. Berman.
No.
He's like 23.
No, he was, I think his name is Peter. Is it Peter Berman? I think that's his name.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, now you know it.
It's Peter Berman. And I said, Mr. Berman. And he was like, he came up there. I remember he was like,
Mr. Berman.
He goes, Mr. Berman. That's him. Yeah.
He looks like a Mr. Berman.
He goes, what am I, his fucking fourth grade teacher? That's what he said. I was like,
that dude don't fuck around. I've hung out with him recently.
Yeah. And I mean, he should have. He did exactly what he should have done.
Right.
That's him. And I was like, but here's the thing. Even though the person forgives you, you're so fucked up over the mistake.
It sucks.
Yeah, I was like, because I didn't write it down. I should have written it on a piece of paper.
It's fucking rookie to look at the paper.
Yeah.
But it's a lot better than failure.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, man.
Mr. Berman.
Yeah. It's crazy. I said Chelsea Handler's name wrong one time. She just got there. She's like, that's not my name, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then like I was so distraught, like you're talking about, and I was like, I'm sorry. She's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like some people just like a jumping off point.
Of course.
At that. Some people don't even say my last name. Give it up for Matt.
Oh my God.
They do it so much. I have jokes about it. Like, if a joke bombs,
I've been with
you can't Google me.
I've been with you.
You
when
don't know my last
people
name.
have tried your last name and been like, psh.
That is so
like they just
stupid.
throw in the towel.
Well, especially when you headline it.
It's not that hard.
There's this poster up at this place in Richland, Washington of me, and it's been up there for like 12 years, and my name is spelled incorrectly. Fulchiron. And I remember this thing, like I'm holding a boombox and shit, and I have cool hair, and I thought I took it home because like somebody spit on it. So I was like, I'm taking this down. There's a fucking loogie on it.
Holy
Because
shit.
I went up there and I was like, yo, what's up, Kirkland? And there was like, Richland, asshole. And I'm like, well, we got about 44 and a half minutes left. Oof. How do you guys want to do this? Do you want to start over?
I've been on stage, said the wrong city.
Yeah.
Because your brain sometimes, just fucking
brains
fizzles
are
out.
Horrible.
Brains
They're
are
so
not
inefficient.
Yeah.
I've fallen off a stage.
Oh, yeah?
At the Hyenas in Dallas. After my set, I was walking down like, okay, good night, everybody. And I just ate shit down the stairs. I'm like, oh, man.
Was that before was that before the age of taping every moment of your life? Because that could be, well, you don't need to go viral.
God.
So fuck it. You need to bury that.
Yeah, that was
tape.
it. That was, yeah, God damn it.
I've eaten shit walking
so embarrassing.
upstairs
onto
the stage. And then and also you panic so hard when that happens.
Dude.
And in your mind, you're like, how am I going to recover?
Yeah.
They're either they saw it and they're laughing or they didn't see it.
Yeah.
And then you're not even starting anymore because you're like, I almost died.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why do we feel like we have to be so cool?
I don't
know. Our job is not to be cool.
It's
not at all.
You know,
it's the opposite of cool.
Have you ever? Oh my God. Have you ever just straight up blanked on your set?
Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know who you're talking to? I was thinking about this on the way here because, it brings up certain memories working with you and stuff. And I remember in San Jose, and I've done this twice, but one time I was opening for you and it's the last joke. My time's done. Like, you're coming out. You need to come out. You're clearly the headliner. And I'm like, yeah, forget the punchline. Anyway, and this one dude just goes, "Oh, come on!" Like, fucking blue balls, asshole. Like, and I was like fucking totally intimidated, but that guy actually cared.
Yeah, he
Everybody
cared.
else is like, whatever.
Yeah, so what, dude? Yeah.
Bring out Tom.
It's I've blanked also at the opening, same thing, which is like where you're like, this is the beginning.
Right.
And your brain just goes, nope, nothing here.
I've got nothing for you. I equate it to reaching up on the shelf and it's just not there.
It's not there.
You're so casually going for it and your brain's like, I think we're taking the day off, man, because it was a stressful flight here.
Yeah.
Well, can I tell you the worst I ever did was at Melrose at the Hollywood Improv. Like you said, it was a showcase night, not just any showcase night. My manager had invited every agent.
Always. It's always on.
That's why.
When they're coming.
Every casting person in the city. And I literally just gotten off a weekend of shows and I was exhausted. I just came from the airport. My brain was swirling. I was up there and about 2 minutes in, just totally blanked. And I was like, I just froze and I was like, I forgot my jokes. I just admitted it. I was like, I totally don't know what I'm going to.
Did you?
Oh yeah, I remember, and I did that.
Yeah.
But
But
I
then
was
that
like,
can work though.
It
then
did.
It worked.
I don't think it did. I think I did really bad.
Really?
Sure. But at least you were talking.
Yeah, because I stopped and I was like, oh my God. And I kept saying it. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Like I was totally
We're at
narrating.
Melrose?
At Melrose.
Why you-
What did your manager
Why are
say
you stealing
afterwards?
my act? No.
They were basically like, yeah, you just ate shit in front of everybody in Hollywood. And I was like, that sounds about right. Because I've eaten shit at showcases for like Live at Gotham. Remember that showcase? That was for like a 5-minute slot on the TV show. And I'll never forget, they gave you 5 minutes. I wrapped that set up in 3. Type 3, no laughs. Like so nervous.
I'm going to excuse
Bombed.
myself.
Yeah.
The hardest I ever bombed
Shit so hard.
at a showcase, and I mean bombed, was for Just for Laughs.
Of course.
So they
You
go.
have to bomb that.
We were supposed to do it at the Laugh Factory, and when we get there, they're like, "Oh, it
I'm
was
getting
something
anxiety
like they
just
go,
listening to you. I can't.
we had told people to like come at a different time, so they're not here. So we'll just use who's here." And I'm like, "So there's no crowd?" And they're like, "Well, there is a crowd, but it's mostly comics."
Oh, my
Because
God.
there's, like the audience thought it was supposed to be like at whatever, like at 9, we're gonna do it at 7. I'm like, how does that make any sense?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, they just do it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, so there's like 20 comics who they all want to go to Just for Laughs.
They ain't room for you.
Yeah, and then I'm like, and that's who we're performing for. They're like, yeah, and the judges from Just for Laughs, and you're like, oh my God. And I went up there and just, I mean, everything was just, it was like right now. I just would finish and then there would just be silence, right? And I was like, wow. And so I got off stage and I mean, I was like, that was the worst experience of my entire life.
Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah, you got it. You're going to Just for Laughs. I was like, off of that?
Just for silence.
Which just told me how fucking rigged those experiences are.
Right, okay.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I was
yeah,
like,
I hear you, yeah.
I was like, if you can get it off of that pile of shit, that means that you can also, because I'd also had showcases for other things where I was like, yo, I killed.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you get, what do you mean? And they're
Dude,
like,
that's my Just for Laughs. I remember this one year they brought me back like 6 times and I fucking murdered, like destroyed everybody on the whole show every single time, like ruined the show for everybody else. And then on the 6th one, I just kind of did okay. They brought me up for a 6.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah,
6th.
you're not going. They just wore me down.
They wore you
dude,
down,
you know?
Ooh, hey Jeans, did you enjoy that highlight? Why don't you have one more click of fun around here? I don't know. Click here or here. Try it out. Have more fun. Why don't you subscribe? That way, every time a video drops, you can be notified. You can send it to your grandmother. You're not going to want to miss a moment of denim, okay? Try it out.